Okay, I'm going to make this video going over the partial quotients strategy because we have done videos on the standard algorithm. So I wanted to go over how we would do 51 divided by 4 using the partial quotients. So you set it up as you normally would, right? 51 is inside the house, so that is your dividend, and 4 is your divisor. So what you want to do is we are going to break up this 51, all right? Meaning, I'm going to ask myself, how many groups of 4 go into 51? I'm not going to count by 4s, right? I'm going to try to count by 10s because my number is in the tens place, 51. So I'm going to say 4 times what is going to come close to 51 without going over. Now here, you could actually pick any number you want as long as it results in a product that's less than 51. But we told the kids we want to use friendly numbers, right? Friendly numbers are times 10, times 20, times 30, or even times 5, okay? So let's look. So here, I always like to start with times 10. 4 times 10. What is 4 times 10? 4 times 10 is 40. So I'm going to put the 40 there, and I'm going to subtract it. I'm going to take it away from the 51, all right? Because that's 4 groups. That's 10 groups of 4, and 4 times 10 is 40. So now I subtract. I'm going to subtract, and 1 minus 0 is 1, and 5 minus 4 is 1. So now I have to go back and say, okay, 4 times what is going to come close to 11 without going over? Well, 4 times, I can't do 10 again because that's 40. 4 times 1 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 3 is 12. That's too far. So I'm going to do, I can't do 3. 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 groups of 4. 4 times 2 is 8. I subtract 11 minus 8 is 3. And now 3 is less than our divisor, so 4 can't go into 3. So this is our remainder, remainder 3. Now I add up. I did 10 groups and 2 groups, which is 12. So our answer is 12, remainder 3. Okay. Now, let's try the next one. Oh, sorry. 6 goes into 77. 6 goes into 77. I'm going to draw my line down here. Okay, 6. 6 times what is going to get me close to 77 without going over? I'm going to start again with times 10. What if I made 10 groups? 6 times 10 is 60. Yep, that's good. That's less than 77. 10 is 60. Now let me subtract. 7, 1, 17. All right. Now 6 times what? Because we're looking at 17. 6 times what will get me close to 17 without going over? Well, 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. So I can't do 3. So I could do 6 times 2, which is 12. Subtract, and we get 5. 5 is less than 6, so 6 can't go into 5, so that's my remainder. I add the 10 and the 2, and that gives me 12. So our answer is 12, 12, remainder 5. Okay. Now, let me go to third one, 8 into 99. All right, 8 into 99. Now, I'm going to try here. Let's say someone doesn't try 10, right? And they say, all right, I want to do 8 times 5. Can I do that? Well, what's 8 times 5? 40. Okay, it's not more than 99. Let me subtract. Okay, all right, that was 5 groups. All right, let me do it again. 8 times another 5 is 40, which is less than 59. Okay, 19. All right. 8 times what will come close to 19 without going over? Times 2 is 16. All right, I can't do 8 times 3. 8 times 2 is 16. Subtract. There's your remainder 3. And now I'm going to add 5 and 5 and 2. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 and 2 is 12. 12, remainder 3. Okay? It's really not much more work than your standard algorithm either. I actually think it may be a little less. All right? And the last one is going to be 7 into 93. Draw my line. Okay? Here, I'm going to go back and say, wow, 7 times, I'm going to say 10. 10 I like. 7 times 10 I know is 70. Let me take out 70 right away. All right, 10, 3, I'm subtracting, good. Ooh, 23. 7 times what gets close to 23 without going over? 3. 7 times 3 is 21. That's 2. 2 is less than 7, so my remainder of 2. Add up my 10 and the 3 is 13. So my answer is 13, remainder 2. And that is how you do partial quotients right here. I should have started off with that. Partial quotients.